Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica. I'm sorry I've been gone. It's been about a week, but 2014 is not being very kind to me or to my immune system. I caught a little bit of a cold, slight upper respiratory infection last week and definitely sounded a lot worse than I do now. I've been dying to record a couple of videos, so that's why I'm done waiting it out, but I didn't even want to listen to my own voice last week, so I would never have filmed a video and subjected all of you to that. So here I am, I'm back, but right now I kind of just wanted to do two things. Number one, I got new lighting, so I really wanted to test it out. Give me your feedback, let me know what you think. I'm working with a couple of soft boxes now, and I think it's definitely giving me the even lighting that I'm looking for, and kind of the tones are not off anymore, which is what I was looking for. So hopefully it comes across to you guys the same way, and hopefully it's conveyed the same way through HD, not just on my camera but on my computer, but we shall see. I'm definitely happy with the way it looks on the little screen, but we'll have to see if that continues. The other thing I wanted to bring across is I'm just super excited about something I discovered, and it's really dorky, but I wanted to share it with you guys because I feel like I've hit the mother lode, and why should I keep that information to myself when I can definitely help you guys benefit from it as well. So that being said, I'm referring to these babies. And looking at these, you're probably like, great, Jess, you found makeup brushes. Fantastic, as I drop a bunch of them. But that's the thing, these aren't makeup brushes. These are paint brushes. I actually made a couple of trips to my local AC Moore because I came across the paintbrush that I had, and I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like my MAC, I think 217 or 242, the one that kind of looks like this baby. And it wasn't by this brand, so it's not in my hand right now. But I was like, wow, those look really similar, and then I'm touching them and I'm like, geez, they feel really similar. But my MAC was $24 and this was like $4. So I was like, do I dare? And I did. I definitely tried it out. I wanted to see how it picked up the pigment of my eyeshadows. I wanted to see how it laid on the pigment of my eyeshadows. And then I really got my gears grinding, and I realized when I went to go look at some other brushes, well, they have really, really tiny ones. Let's see. I'm going to put these down here so I don't make a mess. But this is one that I used today, so it has a little bit of my gel eyeliner in it. Now I use the Makeup Geek Immortal Black Gel Eyeliner today, and I always have an issue when I'm doing any kind of liner that even as small as the brush might be, my line is always thicker because I'm really not the best at putting liquid liner or gel liner on myself. So I figure the smaller a brush can be, the better off I am. I did buy the new Makeup Geek, the bent eyeliner brush, and even that was still a little bit too thick, even though it's great price and definitely a great brush. I just happen to, well, I'm special, so I definitely need any extra little bit of help that I can get. So this is called a Princeton, is the brand, by the way. I went with Princeton. They had a ton of different brands, different colors, different prices. There were ones that were cheaper than these, but I just went around like a maniac feeling all the brushes, and I'm pretty sure when people go to the store to buy brushes because they're painting, they don't really care what the brushes feel like, and here I'm the psycho feeling up all the brushes in the paintbrush aisle. But I promise it was for research purposes. So this is the Princeton Select is the brand, and I bought a spotter brush. It also has a 5-0, so I don't know if that helps. I don't know if you can see how teeny, 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 tiny, tiny. Oh, maybe you can. Oh, maybe I figured out the actual trick to focusing with my camera. You can definitely see in proportion, even to like my pinky, how teeny, teeny, tiny this brush is. And I know it's probably blurry, but at least you can still kind of make it out. And it's got the teeniest little point. It definitely comes to a little point. So I did my eyeliner with it today, and I don't know if I get close, if you can see. I did go over it with eyeshadow because I had a meeting, so I wanted a softer look. I definitely didn't want anything too fierce for work today. I've had a lot of meetings lately, so that's why I really haven't shown you any makeup of the days, any looks. I've been lining my eyes with eyeshadow. I've been going as soft as possible, but today I just had to try this baby out. There you go. just bear with me, have patience. I'm still figuring this puppy out, but we're getting there. We're making headway. I've been doing my reading and researching. You can definitely see the line. I extended it. It stays close to my lash line though. Nothing too extreme, nothing too crazy. And to be honest, even though it is a bigger line, it goes out further. It seems to be a triangle. I had such control over the shape that I was creating. I was so excited because I never have that much control over my eye makeup. It's absolutely insane. But definitely it was really easy to do, and I don't know if you can make it out. I have a full-time job, so I was at work all day. I come home and then I film, so sometimes even if I try and freshen my makeup up, it definitely blends into each other, the colors a little bit. But I used my chocolate bar palette today, and I used regular makeup brushes, you know, in my crease and in the outer corner, and I apologize, I'm looking at the screen because it's just easy for me to see exactly what I'm pointing out to you guys. But I used the gold, which I want to say is creme brulee is the name of the color in the chocolate bar palette, and I did use this one, which also to me was like the MAC 242. I think it's a 242, but you could just see how narrow this is. It's not narrow, but thin. How thin and flat this is. It's just like a flat shader brush. And I just took this and put it in the creme brulee and pressed it right onto my eye. And it pressed it on really nice. As the day goes on though, it kind of, you know, the colors start to run into each other like I said. So I'll get you out of my face so that you're not all close anymore. Who wants to be there? But then kind of just to go over real quick what else I did. So I used this one, and this one is just like a flat liner brush, and I use this to do my brows with concealer after I used my dip brow pomade. So those are the only ones that I bought prior to today. Today I was like really excited for this mother load that I'd uncovered. So I went back and I inspected again, and so this is what I found today. Today I bought another one of those brushes, that little flat shader looking. I did buy another one of the spotter brushes because I figure I could really use these in my kit. They'll give me nice control when I'm doing other people's makeup as well. I did buy a short liner brush, which is 10-0, also the same brand. I don't know if you can make it out. It's actually longer than the spotter brush, but it's thinner. So it's similar. I'll try that out. I'll see what kind of shape I get with that. I bought this one, which I had pulled up before. This one has a couple of different kind of bristles in it. It's a little bit firmer than the other flat shader looking brush that I got. So I'm curious to see what that's like. I got this one, which is actually really surprisingly soft and is just like a really narrow pencil brush. So that'll be good for underneath the eyes. This is anything that I haven't shown you. Oh, I guess I bought two more spotters, pardon me. This one is kind of like the flat eyeliner, but even smaller, almost like a concealer brush. Thought this would be really good for working shadows into the lash line, contouring around the nose, cleaning up with concealer around the lips. Then we come to the big brushes. So this baby is really soft, and I thought that, you know, every fan brush that I have is so big that if I want to use it for highlight, I really got to get my highlight exactly right in here. So this will allow me to do that, so we'll see how that works out. I got this one, and just to let you know, I tried all different brands. Now these are Simply Simmons, and these are $3.99. All the brushes are $3.99, doesn't matter what kind you get. And I looked at this brand for a couple of reasons. Number one, when you get to these sizes in any other brand, they're really expensive, like 10 bucks, which I know compared to a makeup brush, not bad, but you're talking to an elf brush kind of gal. So these were $3.99, and I found the white ones, which supposedly these are all synthetic, so even though they're white, they're not supposed to be natural hair. So these were the softest. They had black, they had beige, and then they had the white ones for the bristles, and these were just super soft. This one that I dropped on the floor and just picked up, I thought, you know, based on the size and just to give you some proportion, this is so good for under the eye. This will be good for a contour, getting right in there, right in that contour spot, and getting a nice, you know, not stiff, but like a direct line, making a nice strong contour. Or even if I have multiple, you know, colors and I kind of want to blend them out and give myself a softer wash on the eye, that's good for that. And then I got this bigger baby, and this one still small, so like if I want to use it for blush, that's like perfect right there. I could just deposit blush right on the apple of the cheek or right back here and just blend it out a little bit. So truth be told, Between the 2 days and these brushes, I spent about, I would say on brushes, I bought a couple other things, so I'd say I spent maybe 50 bucks on brushes, and the 13 brushes for about 50 bucks. I mean, you can get a set that has, you know, maybe 8 for that price at Sephora. But I got to really pick and choose the ones, the shapes that I wanted, the purposes that I wanted, and you know, they may not work. We'll see. The ones I did today definitely worked. I know that for a fact. The one that's like the flat shader, the one that was the spotter that I used for eyeliner, the one that looked like a flat concealer or a flat eyeliner brush, that worked for my eyebrow shaping, and really, really, really well, because to be honest, I have one from Smashbox, and this one, being a paintbrush, was a heck of a lot stiffer than the Smashbox one. As I hold it flat to my eye and drag it, because I try and do it in one swift move, so as I drag it up and in to kind of create, I don't know if you can see, I have like a little bit of, we'll call it a divot right there, it just kind of went with me. And I honestly, my feedback is so far so good. I was happy with pigmentation that I got from the brushes. I'm happy with the price tag. Heck, if I don't like them one day, I have no issue doing little DIY projects with them involving paint like they're designed for. And they were definitely stiffer and more responsive than makeup brushes, so I felt like I had more control over them. I did brushes that were anywhere from $4.50 to $6.50. You can definitely get ones that are $2.99, that are $3.99, and all the brushes in that company are that price. I definitely wouldn't recommend in that case going, and I'll just show you. Like I said, these were the $3.99 ones. I wouldn't go beyond these, because the ones that are larger than this only come in black or beige, and they're definitely stiff and they won't be soft on the face. But these were phenomenal, and that's about where the buck stops. I wouldn't go beyond that. So that's just my thing that I discovered this week that I'm like uber happy with at the moment, totally proud of, a little cheesy about, and really excited to see how it turns out. And I wanted all of you to benefit from it as well. So my little secret, I'm sharing it with you. If you're happy with it, pass it on. Otherwise, any other suggestions for any alternate kind of beauty supplies, please go ahead and leave a comment below. I'm always eager and willing to learn. If you go ahead and you went ahead and tried the paintbrushes, let me know how that worked out for you. Comment below with that as well. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by, and it's free to subscribe, so go ahead and do that below as well. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. We'll see what other kind of hints and tricks I come up with to share with all of you, but in the meantime, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!